Man, I know I'm late. But with the NFL having me search wild and far for their schedule, and I couldn't just get it that night, made this video. Ooh, I don't have corona, y'all. This made this video a lot harder to make than it had to be made, but video had to get made. This is Black Quarterback Series 2020 NFL schedule breakdown. Let's get into it.
Black quarterback situation, then you've got people telling you, your friends saying that you can't make it. It just shows that some of the stigmas that have come against us for so many years are showing that they were just stigmas. You're like, well, a black quarterback can never make it in college or professional. Everything is opening up now. It's not just that black quarterbacks are guys. What you have now is franchise elite passers. Assuming I'm rooting for everybody that's black. Assuming I'm rooting for everybody that's black. Look. Assuming I'm rooting for everybody that's black. Spent thousands of racks on handmade rags. Assuming I'm rooting for everybody that's black. That's everybody for sports, the college class, and rap, and back.
Yo. I don't even think I say my name most times, but y'all know who I am. Yo, it's Keese. Y'all can follow me. All my socials are in the description. Like, subscribe for more. We do black quarterbacks here. That's all we talk about. I love sports, but predominantly black quarterbacks. The Rams left, and I still wanted to watch football, so I had to figure out a way to incorporate me liking football to make it watchable. And I looked at black quarterbacks. So we're going to get into the 2020 Black schedule release. So what we're going to do with this series, I don't know if it's going to be 1, 2, 3, or 4 parts, because I'm trying to break down every week. I'm not going to break down every week, but I'm going to break down the games that I see that are interesting to me. We're going to talk about some of these matchups. We're just gonna talk. It's kind of like take it as a podcast. Take it in podcast format if my phone allows me to. So let's just talk about it. So first game of the year, we have Deshaun Watson and the Texans against Kansas City, opening up on Thursday night in Kansas City. Man, I really want to go to this game. I really, really want to go to this game. But I don't even know if they're going to be able to have fans. If they can have fans, I'm going to this game and I'm vlogging this game. Just to let y'all know, if I can go to this game, I'm vlogging this game. Y'all will see all of it. Because I stay in St. Louis, Kansas City is like, bam, down the road for me, relatively speaking. So, and it's Thursday. So this game, KC made slight improvements. They trimmed here and there in the offseason. Kansas City, they're looking to repeat. They're the best team in the league. They're the class of the AFC now with Tom Brady going to the Bucs, so we're going to talk about him later. And we're going to see, can KC repeat? Can Patrick Mahomes stay on this Hall of Fame arc that he's on? He's on a greatest of all time arc right now. So we're going to see, and it's just think, you think Patrick Mahomes been in the league for so long, but this is only his fourth year. This is Pat's third year, I think, because he said his first year. Yeah. This is his fourth year. So he's going into his fourth year with an MVP and a Super Bowl championship already. Like, that's rare air. That's Steph Curry like stuff he doing in a short amount of time. So, can't say the same for the Texans, because the Texans are almost the complete opposite. To me, the Texans are not a dumpster fire, but they're getting kind of hot. Bill O'Brien needs to go. He needs to go. If you're going to trade your best player just because y'all don't get along, and then you trade it in for crackers and peanuts, you need to go. You need to go. So hopefully, and I don't wish firing on anybody, but I hope this is Bill O'Brien's last year this is his last year in in Houston. If it's not his last year in Houston, hopefully it's Deshaun's last year in Houston. I know that the NFL don't work like the NBA, but he can't ride his whole career there. So that's that game. And also we have Teddy Bridgewater's first start opening up against Las Vegas Raiders. The Raiders just moved to Las Vegas. They're supposed to have the draft there, but Rona hit, and they're gonna get the draft in a couple of years. So we get to see how that stadium looks. I'm sure it's gonna be a beautiful stadium, along with the one they're building in LA for them sorry ass Rams. I'm still salty. 4 or 5 years later, I'm still salty. So we get to see Teddy Bridgewater starting. So we don't know. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if the guy that played for the Houston Roughnecks, I can't remember his name right now. I'll put his face on the screen. He's there too. He's Teddy's backup. So I can see him playing if Teddy doesn't perform. Because he's the guy behind him. I cannot remember his name right now. But I'm going to show his face. He's more dynamic than Teddy is. So I can see Teddy losing the spot to him. And that quarterback has a prior relationship with the new head coach. So there's always that. So we'll see. It's going to be somebody's opening day, as a starter in a long time in the NFL. So we have Arizona. So for week 2, we have Arizona against the Redskins. Now this is significant because there's two young guys going in 2 completely different directions. We have Dwayne Haskins, and you got Kyler Murray and Dwayne Haskins. Kyler Murray's going like this. Haskins, we just don't know. I'm going to just be for real with y'all. He did not look good in the games that he played last year. Like, it was rough watching. It was rough, man. It was rough watching him play last year. But he gets Cam's old coach, Ron Rivera, who built Cam up, built an offense around Cam, helped Cam lead the Super Bowl with that stingy defense. So we're going to see a young guy matchup. And then go from young guys trying to figure it out to established superstars. And that might be hyperbolic to call them superstars. They're still rising, but I'm calling them established superstars. We have Baltimore versus the Texans. That game is probably going to be moved to prime time because they can maneuver games now. Flex schedule. They can flex games now. So say in week 17, you got a game against the Giants and the Cowboys for the NFC Championship game, and all the other games are meh. Well, that game, instead of being played at 1, is going to be flexed to move to the night slot. So that's what flex means. You're taking that game, putting the game you had at another spot and changing it. So this game is probably going to be the primetime game. I would not be surprised because the game that they played last year, I was heavily invested in it. That game was so fun. I couldn't wait for that game to come on. And it wasn't in primetime. It was 1. So that's that game. So also Tyrod Taylor. On my notes, I have, is LA going to start Tyrod Taylor because they drafted a quarterback? So, are they going to start Tyrod Taylor? He's still there. Anthony Lynn said, I'm going to try to find an interview. And Mark Slayer said this on the draft thing that Fox did on their YouTube page, that if they had Tyrod Taylor, they would have made the playoffs. But obviously, he couldn't usurp Phillip Rivers, because Phillip Rivers is a legend for the Chargers. So, is Tyrod Taylor going to start, or are they going to go with the young guy? That remains to be seen. I can do a whole video about how Tyrod Taylor has got a raw deal his whole career, from getting benched in Buffalo to getting benched for Baker Mayfield in Cleveland. So we're going to see how that works out. And so, yeah, I'm going to stop right there. I'm gonna stop right there. This video is already a little lengthy, so we're gonna do week 3 and so forth in the next episode. So hope y'all enjoyed this series. This is Black Quarterback series, schedule release weeks 1 through 16. I'm out.